So today, instead of my hitter, I got some Romies. Pre-rolled cigarettes for y'all. So a lot of political news going on, a lot of stuff to discuss, and my streaming skills are getting slightly better. I think it's not as easy as it looks. Okay, it is as easy as it looks. I'm lying. So what do we want to talk about first today? Well, I think let's start off with a clip I happened to see yesterday, and it involves one of my particular favorite people in the entertainment world anyway. And his name is Ice Cube. Now, I did a piece a little while back about Ice Cube and his vaccine takes. But this is actually in relation to, I don't know if you remember this, but during the buildup to the last election, Ice Cube was somewhat controversial because he basically put out what he calls the contract with Black America. And the responses he got from both the Democrat and Republican parties caused him to say something that upset a lot of people and basically got him branded as a Trump supporter. And if you know much about Ice Cube, wow, my head's getting out here. He is not a Trump supporter. He is, I mean, this is the guy that wrote the song "Fuck the Police." Whatever you think about him. So let's check this out. I'm gonna share this with you. And I think you're gonna like it. All right, listen to this.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
One more thing I wanted to ask about was like in the 2020 when you kind of supported Trump and stuff like that. What did you think about, like, because you're Hollywood, you know, there's a lot of like propaganda and stuff like that. What was that like, getting flack for that?
I mean, I never supported Trump or Biden. I never asked to speak to the Republicans or the Democrats. I created a document called The Contract with Black America that spelled out a lot of different issues that we believe were the reason why it was so much unrest after George Floyd was killed.
And we all know that the unrest was Russian. It was Russia that created the unrest after George Floyd was killed. People believe that. Kamala Harris said something to that effect on The Breakfast Club. People actually are dumb enough to believe that racial problems in America are exacerbated by Russia. How stupid do you have to be to buy that? Anyway, let's keep going.
And I released the document, and everybody wanted to talk to me. The Republicans asked to talk to me, and the Democrats. I went to talk to both of them about the contract. The Republicans asked, could they implement some things from the contract into their proposal? And I said the document was open for anybody to use in any way they desired. So if they just want to use it as educational purposes, they could. They wanted to add more, paragraphs or more ideas to it, they could. They wanted to use it to get a law change, they could. So I didn't mind them using it. I met with the Democrats. The Democrats said, we like 90% of what's in there, and we'll talk to you after the election about it. And I said, okay. And I felt like after that, everybody started to pile on and say that I was for Trump and I was for this and I was for that. It's not true.
Yeah.
What Cube learned is that the Democrats will basically attack anyone as a Trump supporter who doesn't completely bow down and kiss their feet. So yeah, that's what he learned.
I didn't see the issue with it because it's like, I mean, it's just cool that you're trying to make a difference, right? Like
Yep.
you gotta like start somewhere,
You've
right?
been an advocate for social justice forever.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's in power, you have to talk to the people in power. You can't, even enemies talk. Like Russia is fighting Ukraine. These people get on the phone and talk to each other. So
Even enemies talk. Very interesting.
just because you might not agree, or you could be, so-called hate or mad or whatever, but you have to dialogue.
So it's wild to me that what Ice Cube just said is the absolute truth. You have to work with the people who hold power. And what the Democratic Party is doing right now is attacking differentiating views as conspiracy theories and trying to deplatform people like Tucker Carlson or even Donald Trump. I don't know if you saw the reaction to the CNN town hall that Trump did. And let's be honest, he said a lot of dumb stuff, but that doesn't, this idea that you should just censor people who say stuff that isn't true is stupid because it gives them more power. Why not counter what they're saying with facts? And in a lot of cases now, that's impossible for the Democrats to do because they've built this alternate reality where January 6th was this crazy insurrection that requires us to take all these precautionary measures to stop anyone from speaking. Meanwhile, they've spent years, doing the exact same thing. And there's also, a lot of proof that there were a lot of federal agents involved in the January 6th. But I'm getting off track. Let's let Ice Cube finish here.
If not, what's the next step? It's fighting if you don't talk.
You think there's like a stigma amongst like the African American community to like Republicans and stuff like that?
I don't know what's going on.
Listen to this.
In the African American community when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like, Black people have supported Democrats.
Listen to this.
Overwhelmingly for 50, 60 years. And nothing has changed. So something's got to change.
There it is, folks. Black people have supported Democrats for over 50 years and nothing has changed. So, man, it's so funny to me that people don't see, now that the Russiagate thing has been basically completely disproven, how that was the excuse for them losing the election, right? They lost the election to Trump in 2016, not because of Russia, not because Black people were duped by Russia and are stupid, not because Putin stole the election, not because Trump was a secret Russian spy, but because the Democrats, like Ice Cube just said, have changed nothing in 50 years. I voted for Barack Obama. Change we can believe in. Nothing happened except a continual escalation of the policies of the Bush administration. That's what happened. And the Democratic Party has gone to extreme measures to not address that because they serve the same exact donors that the GOP does. And now they just squash you with a "you're a racist, you're a secret spy of Russia" bullshit, instead of addressing the rot of their party from the inside out.